okay. Apparently I have not learned my lesson when it comes to shutting my alarm off. So, starting over. This is the last part to my CD collection. I think this is part 7, so 7 parts isn't so bad. Not anything like 27 parts like it was in my record collection. But this is the final part of my CD collection. And I'm also going to show my cassettes at the end of this video. So, in order to avoid this video being too long, let's get started. First thing I'm going to show is an album that came out this year, and I've listened to it so many times. It's absolutely incredible. This is Soar, or Sayor, I don't know, Soar. I know the word means free, and it's fucking beautiful. Look at that. I love the album cover. That's the back there. Yeah, see inside. CD. I don't like this style of packaging, but this does look very nice. It comes with a little book that sort of, little booklet, I guess, sort of opens up into a picture. But there's nowhere for this to actually go inside of the, I just dropped it, inside of the actual digipack. So I can't imagine that this was meant to be printed, but whatever. The first song on this thing is definitely my favorite song on the album, Children of the Mist. Definitely check that out because it's absolutely amazing. Next up is from a Finnish band, if I'm not mistaken, and I absolutely love this band. I would love to own everything they've done. I just have not gotten around to most of it yet. This is Satanic Warmaster with Noxerer. I don't know how to say it, but looks really cool. Sounds even better. I absolutely love this album. They did release an album this year called Fimbulwinter that I have not gotten around to buying yet, mainly because I'm just dragging my feet and waiting for North American distribution details so I don't have to pay ridiculous amounts of shipping, or in shipping costs, and yeah. Definitely check out the song Satan's Werewolf. Definitely the best song on the album. Or one of them. I mean, they're all really, really good, but yup. Alright, next up is another 2014 album. One that I wish I liked more than I do, but this is Septicflesh with Titan. I've never been a big Septicflesh fan. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you remember, but in my vinyl collection videos, I do own the Great Mass on vinyl. And I mean, I like that album. I like this album, but I just don't think they're as good as everyone makes them out to be. That's all I can say about it. I mean, it's not bad by any means. Burn, I like this song a lot. But I think that was the song on the album that I actually enjoyed more than anyone. Either that or Prometheus. I can't quite remember. 2 CDs. The second disc is like an orchestrated. It's called the Titan Symphony. So, just orchestrated type stuff. I haven't actually listened to that, but that's what the back of the CD says. So, I'll run with it. Next up is something I got for super duper cheap, and it was definitely worth it because I love this album. This is Sepultura with Beneath the Remains. Pretty much this and Morbid Visions, I think it's called. I think those are this and that album are the only Sepultura albums I really, really enjoy. Yeah, it's the back. But this album is very, very good. I had the chance to get this on vinyl a while back. It was at my local record store for a long time, and I just didn't like what I had heard. At the time, I didn't like what I had heard from this band, so I just didn't pick that up. And it's a shame, because now I really want it. Alright. Next up is an album that I actually got for free from the bassist of this band. I met him at my place of work, and, he gave me his phone number. We started talking about music, and he told me he was involved with the project that, was releasing an album, and he pretty much just texted me while I was at work, and I went outside, and he gave me the CD, which was very, very nice of him. This band is basically a band made up of people from all around the world, including members of, I think, Lecherous Nocturne, Mike, the bassist, he used to be in Monstrosity, Vile, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to just guess, but anyways, this is Xerox with The Next. It's technical death metal, and it's very, very, very good stuff. Let's see inside. Let's see if I can find on the inside of this booklet and see if it says anything about who is in this band and what the other bands they play for. Yeah, I don't want to look through it all. But those are the people in the band. That's Mike right there. He's a very, very nice guy, and I really appreciate him being cool enough to give me this CD, and it's definitely a really, really good album. Definitely check out the song The Variable. I love that song a lot. Probably my favorite on that album. If I'm not mistaken, they're working on new material now, to be released whenever. Next up, I'm not really going to show anything about, I'm not really going to talk about this. I got this for free from Hell's Headbangers, Sinister Realm with Sinister Realm. Shadow Kingdom Records. Yeah. Next up is something equally as uninteresting. This is 6 Feet Under with Unborn. This album came out last year, and I actually ordered like the, it was like a pre-order bundle with the flag that you saw in other videos. It also came with a little like bite kit type deal and the CD and a shirt. Yeah, but that's the front, that's the back. Now I don't really like this album. The song structuring kind of pisses me off, but you know, it's 6 Feet Under, so the only song on this thing that I can really say that I absolutely love is Zombie Blood Curse. That song is awesome. The riff in that song is so goddamn good, but yeah, 6 Feet Under is not really my thing. Next band is something I like a lot better, with even better riffs, and this album came out last year, and unfortunately I only have one of their albums too. But this is Skeletonwitch with Serpents Unleashed. I also got this in a huge pre-order bundle that came with that flag that you see right there. But yeah, the slipcase with, that's the artwork on the inside there, the back. Yeah, dude, the riffs on this thing are amazing. Like I said in the, where I showed the vinyl of this, definitely check out the song, This Evil Embrace. That's my favorite song on this album, and it's absolutely amazing. Next up is another band that disbanded for a while, but they're back together now, and they are making another album. Skinless, Trip of the Week, Hurdle the Dead. Very, very good album. Crazy brutal death metal. Yeah, it's just, I love this band. I love this album. Progression Towards Evil is my favorite Skinless album, but unfortunately I don't own that because it's not very easy to find for a good price, but this is a good album anyways. And I'm very excited to hear what they do next. I'm not really going to show much with this, but I did show this in another video. This is Static X with Cannibal. I absolutely love this album. Yeah, I was listening to this in my vinyl collection video, part 23, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, absolutely amazing stuff. I love that album. I don't like that band as a whole, but that album is very, very good. And again, another album that I wish I owned more from this band, but unfortunately I only own their most recent album, Suffocation with Pinnacle of Bedlam. Yeah, I mean, good album. Sullen Days is that song is amazing. I mean, even though this album as a whole is kind of weak, Sullen Days is an absolutely amazing song. So, Suffocation, I want to get some of their older stuff. It just, you know, unlike with vinyl, I just, like I said in the first CD collection video, I don't collect CDs as seriously as I do vinyl. Alright, the next three are all from a band that we all know, System of a Down. And the first one I have is Toxicity. I don't have all their albums because I don't really need all their albums. But I do like this album an awful lot. Plus, you know, it was super duper cheap. It's the CD and picture there. Yeah, I mean, we all know at least some songs from that album. And then the next two, I guess, are albums that are kind of quote-unquote related to one another, in a way. If I could figure out what the hell's going on. Okay. Yeah. First, I have, this. This is Mesmerize. I always get the two names confused for obvious reasons. Because, I mean, these albums did come out very short time apart, and the album covers look vaguely similar. But this is the better of the two, definitely. I love this album. I've loved this album ever since it came out. Yeah, this has just got some really great tracks on it. Like I said, I'm sure we're all familiar with these albums and with this band. But then I also have Hypnotize. Yeah, not as good by any means, but not a bad album. And what's weird is these cases kind of go together. Like, this sort of folds out and it's got this weird extra flap thing here. And this one actually, like, it opens like that as opposed to how a normal CD would open like this. But I didn't really understand why until I had both of these. But I actually do keep them sort of together simply because it's just, I don't know. I just do. Fuck off. Okay, alright. Next up, actually the next two are from a band that has made quite a splash, really, in the metal world over the past few years. This is Triptykon. This is their first album, Parastera Diamonis, maybe? Probably not correct, but yeah, that's the back. Not crazy about this album at all. I mean, I like the artwork. The artwork's cool, but I mean, that's really it. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of this album. But then again, I've only listened to it twice, and pretty much I went into it expecting something entirely different from what I got. And that might have been the problem, and I really haven't gone back and explored it since. So, who knows, you know, knowing what to expect, I might be into it more. I just actually have to give it the time to, you know, grow on me. And, you know, really when I have time to just sit around and listen to music, I want to listen to something that I'm really into, and, you know, I can't consider this that. So, oh, maybe next time maybe next time I work, I'll just play this when I'm working and see how I feel about it. I also have their second album, which is millions of times better than I remember the first album being. This is Milana Chasmata. This is an amazing album. This is from this year. I absolutely love this album. Yeah, it's very, very good stuff. I do own the vinyl for this, if you might remember. But, you know, there's really not much to say. Tom G. Warrior is a genius. Not just because of Triptykon, but because of, you know, everything he's done. Alright. Next up is an album that I do own on vinyl again. This is Type O Negative with Bloody Kisses. Pretty much this and October Rust are the Type O Negative that I really care about. Because I like that slow Type O Negative, you know, I don't like that super fast style of that Type O Negative does. And this album does have some of that, but, I mean, this album has the song Christian Woman and Black Number 1, and those are the songs that I bought this for, and it was totally worth it just for that. Yeah, fucking broken jewel case again. This one actually came like that. I do remember getting this and the jewel case being broken. That's the CD. I like this picture an awful lot. Yeah, Peter Steele's voice is just so goddamn sexy. Typo negative. That is the only typo negative album I own, unfortunately. The next thing I own is, or the next thing on my shelf here is very unrelated. But this is Tyr, Valkyria from, this album came out last year, and, you know, this is one of my least favorite Tyr albums. I liked it right when it came out, but it sort of just dropped off for me very, very quickly. It does have some really good tracks on it, though. Mare of My Night and Another Fallen Brother being the best, along with Hell Hath No Fury. That's a really good song too. But yeah, I don't know, it just doesn't have something about it is missing that is, you know, something that makes the other Tyr albums really good is missing from this album. I can't quite put my finger on what it is, but the artwork is cool. I like the artwork a lot. Tyr's a good band, but that album was kind of a miss for me. Next up is an album that I got for super cheap, and I don't care what you think. I love this album. This is The Used with In Love and Death. I've loved this album since the day it came out, and I am not ashamed. Even though their first album is millions of times better, I don't own it because, well, when I have some money to spend on a CD, I want to spend it on something that, you know, is sort of relevant to me now. So, yeah. Next up is another album that came out this year. Very early this year, though. I often sort of forget that it came out this year at all. But this is Vampire with this is their self-titled debut album. Very dark artwork. I do own this on vinyl too, as you might remember. But this is, and the goddamn CD fell out because it's got a little broken tray thing right here. I swear to God, I really don't understand why all my CDs are like this. Hand on this thing, a little face there. Very, very good sort of death thrash. Definitely listen to the song Hell from the Coffin. Easily the best song on this album. Absolutely amazing. I love it. Alright, I'm not showing the CD. I won't do it. I'm not going to take the ridicule for owning that CD, so you can fuck off. In, I think, maybe the first or second... I'm pretty sure it was the second CD video. I said I got 2 CDs from Travis Ryan. Cannibal Corpse's Bloodthirst, and I said there would be one in my last video. This is that other CD. This is Venom with black metal. No, this is not a black metal album. Fuck you. This is not black metal. Just because the name of the album is black metal does not make this entire album black metal. That's almost as absurd as saying Viking lyrics make a band a Viking metal band. I don't agree with that. This is not black metal. Bathory's self-titled debut album is the first black metal album. This came out before that, if I'm not mistaken. This came out before black metal, or this came out before Bathory's debut album, and this isn't black metal, guys. I'm sorry if you disagree. I'm sorry. This is not black metal, but I still like this album. Okay. Next up, unfortunately, is the only thing I own. Well, this is actually a split. One of the bands I own all their albums, and the other one I own none of their albums, which is a goddamn shame because I love both of these bands. This is the Viral Load split with Putrid Pile. I don't think it has an actual title. Yeah, 3 songs each, and all 6 songs on this thing are absolutely amazing. If I had to say one song from either band, definitely check out Meth Lab Massacre or Death Lab Machete Massacre, and Lifeless Not Useless by Putrid Pile, and Meth Lab Machete Massacre is Viral Load. But yeah, this thing is absolutely amazing. I love this split. Both of these bands are awesome, and definitely check that out. Ooh, okay, next up is something that I could consider this one of my favorite albums of all time. It's not metal, but it is absolutely incredible in every way. I love every song on this thing. This is Voltaire with The Devil's Breasts. Yeah, there are no words. I mean, I found this band or this guy by accident years ago, and I've been obsessed with this album ever since. Yeah, it's just really, really, really good stuff. I don't really know how to classify it. Like, I don't know how to put it into a genre, but if you're curious about it, listen to the song When You're Evil is the first song I ever... That's the song I heard sort of by accident, but listen to Ex-Lover's Lover. That's a good song. Definitely check that out. Like I said, I absolutely love that album. One of my favorite albums of all time. Just for the fact that it has just provided me with so many hours of enjoyment. And that's all I can ask for with any album, really. Next up is it says US Scum Grind. So I don't know what this would really be considered. And I can already tell this jewel case has a broken prong thing again, so that's lovely. This is Waco Jesus with Filth. I don't know what this is. I don't know what all of this is. But, yeah. Super vulgar album cover. But this stuff is very, very good. Can't wait for this video to get removed because of all the nudity I'm about to show you. That's in this, just this. Okay, well, let me pull this off because it's obviously broken. Got a picture there, which is incredibly inappropriate. That's the CD. I'm not going to show you what's behind the CD because I'm almost certain that if I do, somebody will report me, and I don't want that to happen. So, yeah, this is a really, really good album. It's a lot of fun, but it's very. I mean, there's a song on this thing called "Blast You in the Face with My Semen, Blast You in the Face with My Fist." Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Just listen to the song Blinded. That's my favorite on the album. Yeah, I really, I want the Destruction of Commercial Scum. I love that album, but again, it's kind of hard to find for a reasonable price, so I just haven't gotten around to doing it. Alright, the next, we're actually down to the last 7, so let me speed this up a little bit because I still gotta show cassettes. Next two are Watain CDs. I have Lawless Darkness here, which this album is so goddamn good. The Waters of Ain and Malefator, those songs are just absolutely incredible. If you're not familiar with this album, I don't know how to help you. And if you haven't listened to this album because Watain is not true, then you are stupid. Next up is Watain's latest album from last year. This is The Wild Hunt. Very, very, very good stuff. I've talked about this in my vinyl video along with that one. Just check out the song They Rode On. Or if you want a good representation of the entire album, listen to the song All That May Bleed. Very good. Wednesday 13, Transylvania 90210. I don't like that. I got it for like $3 and I regret it. This is an album from this year, Woods of Desolation, As the Stars, is absolutely beautiful stuff. Love this album so, so much. I mean, there's not really much to say about it. It's just, it's fucking perfect. I absolutely love it. Definitely check out Woods of Desolation. I guess you could sort of call it DSBM if you want. But it says limited collector's edition of 1,881 copies. It's not actually numbered, but I don't know. That just seems like a weird number. Maybe it has some significance to the album. I don't know. Next up is the only Zaster on my own, unfortunately, Defective Epitaph. I was listening to this, I think, in the second vinyl collection video. Yeah, I got this for like $6, and it's absolutely amazing. Very, very good for sleeping. Yeah, Zaster is amazing. I would love to own all Zester albums on CD and vinyl. It just takes time. And the last 2 CDs I'm going to show you are 1349 CDs. First up is Hellfire, probably my favorite 1349 album. I Am Abomination, that song is amazing. Definitely listen to that. That's the inside there. And the last one is 1349's newest album with the the ugliest cover of the year. Massive Cauldron of Chaos. Yeah. I absolutely love this album. I've listened to it so many times. The song Slaves and Godslayer. Godslayer is like a really Golem is the really short song, but Godslayer is a really awesome song. Exorcism is a good song. But anyways, it opens like this. And the CD looks pretty much the same as the Hellfire one. But this also comes with a patch. Looks like that, which is very, very nice. Yep, this is a very, very good album. Expect me to talk more later about this in the year. Yeah. Now onto the cassettes. Like I said, I own 8 cassettes, and I'm going to show these as quickly as possible because I want to get this done before like 28 minutes. Anyways, first up is Acid Witch with Witchtanic Hallucinations. This is pretty new from Hell's Headbangers. It's on a green cassette, so there's no reason for me to take that out because that's all there is in it. And then I own Acid Witch's Stoned. Yeah. This time on an orange cassette, which looks very, very nice. I don't actually own a cassette deck or anything, but cassettes are usually cheap and they're just, you know, cool little collector pieces, so that's all I care about. And then I own Deifago with Rape Slay of the Virgin Mary, which is a pretty cool title. This is limited edition to 200. I have number 43 out of 200. Yeah, it's just very, very good stuff. This is the first cassette I ever owned. This is Evil with Hammerstorm. Yeah. Very, very good stuff. I love Evil. They have a bunch of cassettes that I would actually like to pick up, but just takes time. And like I said, since I don't have a cassette deck, it's kind of hard to prioritize collecting cassettes. Unfortunately, I only own one from this band. This is Inquisition with Ominous Doctrines of the Perpetual Mystical Macrocosm. This is the only Inquisition album I own on cassette, CD, and vinyl. That's the back. It's on blue cassette, which is very cool. Yeah, very good. Then is an album from this year, also owned on CD and vinyl as well. This is Midnight with No Mercy for Mayhem on red cassette. Looks very, very cool. Oh, this is a band that really, I think this album is from last year, if I'm not mistaken. But I like how this artwork was banned in Europe, and when Hell's Headbangers were selling the vinyl, there was a alternate cover for European countries. But the cassette didn't matter. This is a Shitfucker with Sucks Cocks in Hell. Or Suck Cocks in Hell, I'm sorry. It's like a slipcase, and then that's like the censored artwork, I guess. Again, this is on red cassette. It's very good. I love this album. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, Shitfucker is a cool name for a song too. And then the last one I'm going to show is this Vomicost. This is the Punishment of Existence. It's the back. I will show you because this comes with a couple cool things here. One, like a purple cassette, which looks very, very nice. But it comes with a little sticker and a little pin. So yeah. Anyways, guys, that's all I'm going to show. That's it for my CD collection. The very next video will be a vinyl update. So look forward to that. And until then, guys, stay tuned and take care.